Chapter 826. At the same time, outside the temple where many had evacuated, Keol the Diarca sat hidden in a secluded corner, clutching his head in agonizing pain. Why? Why do I have to go through this here? It was a day when nothing went right. As per Yudhir's advice, he had attempted to find the crown prince and flee. But the crown prince's expected location was eerily vacant. Despite Keol's repeated instructions to stay put until his return, the crown prince had blatantly disregarded his words. Normally, he would delegate the task of finding someone to his subordinates. But now that was impossible. Since arriving in the south, Keol had abandoned even the other imperial knights who should have accompanied him, all to keep the crown prince's presence a strict secret. He couldn't even have servants accompany him. Alone with the crown prince, there was no one else he could turn to for help. It was maddening. The constant explosions and flying debris nearby sent his heart racing and sweat pouring. Yet, Keol mustered the courage to search for the crown prince amidst the chaos. While moving deeper into the danger, opposite to the direction of the fleeing crowds, Keol wondered what honor he was seeking in this madness. His doubt peaked when he finally found the crown prince. Cease all foolish acts. I will prove the sage's innocence, the crown prince declared. What? Who are you to say that? Stand aside, non-awakener kid. Before the fierce awakeners, with blazing eyes, the crown prince, whom Keol had desperately sought, boldly revealed his identity. How absurd! You lowly beings! Do you think you can address me so and remain unscathed? I am the crown prince of the empire. Ah! Mid-sentence, the crown prince, who had bravely stepped into the fray, was struck from behind by a dark object and collapsed. Well done, Gakane. He seems brainwashed. Keep him as far as possible. The dark object entangled the crown prince's waist and flung him into the distance. He rolled to a stop at Keol's feet, like a fallen leaf. Stunned, Keol looked down at the crown prince, clutching his cheeks and silently screaming in his head. Over there, it's dangerous. Take that person and retreat immediately. Yet his silent scream was abruptly halted by someone's shout. Trembling, Keol clumsily hoisted the crown prince and retreated. Watching small fragments of power effortlessly demolish the temple walls and ground, he screamed internally again. This was no human fight. To Keol, it felt like being in the midst of a struggle between colossal monsters. How could he possibly escape this? Perhaps a crazed beast from the cavalry could, but Keol was just an ordinary human. I sometimes wish Keol could awaken too. But what power would he have? I think he would have very defensive skills. He needed that to survive. Frustrated but acknowledging his limitations, he couldn't even muster a fragment of aura. He doubted his ability to escape while carrying the unconscious crown prince. Eventually, he sought refuge in a corner between buildings, deeming it the safest option. As soon as he laid the crown prince down, his legs gave out and his body shook uncontrollably, not from exhaustion but from surging shock and fear. In a moment of disbelief, Keol the Diarca was grappling with the reality of his recent actions. Such an absurd turn of events. How did this happen? He thought. He couldn't believe that he had, all alone, without any other servants or companions, braved a dangerous situation. More so, he had carried the crown prince on his back right through the midst of a monstrous battle. The Keol of the past, who valued life, dignity, and honor above all, would have never had done such a thing. If this is not loyalty, then what is? He wondered. In his mind, he was torn between marveling at his unbelievable feat and suffering over why he ended up in such a dire situation. Why did I do this? Is it all because of my father, who entrusted me with a role akin to a knight? No, because of the crown prince, who failed to keep his promise? No. If it weren't for those deceiving scoundrels. His torment always ended with a selfish desire to escape and find comfort. To move any further from here is not a good strategy. Soon, the monster from the cavalry and Duke Paleta will arrive. It's wiser to endure until then than to exert myself unnecessarily. Although he was too scared to move, Kuel comforted himself thinking staying put was the wiser choice. He regained his composure and felt satisfied with his calm and intelligent decision. He remained unaware that his judgment felt like someone who trusted and relied on either Duke Paleta and the cavalry more than anyone else. Suddenly, the Crown Prince groaned. "Ah, Your Highness, are you all right?" Kuel asked anxiously. There was no response. It seemed it would take a while for the Crown Prince to fully regain consciousness. Whatever the dark thing was, it had hit the Crown Prince hard. Had the Crown Prince been awake, he would have furiously sought out the one who dared strike him, and perhaps even revealed his identity in his eagerness to aid the sage. Thinking about it, maybe it was better for him to wake up after everything was over. "No, what am I thinking?" Kuel shook his head vigorously, banishing the bad thoughts that had briefly surfaced. "No, Kuel, pursue those thoughts," hit his head again. Even in a dire situation, such thoughts were inappropriate for a night. Sounds of explosions still came from afar. Kuel, regaining some composure, carefully laid the Crown Prince down and adjusted his position. He had carelessly placed him down earlier, making him look like an abandoned corpse. If the Crown Prince woke up and realized that, Kuel might have received a slap. But why are they causing such a commotion over there? What are they after? Finally, regaining some semblance of calm, Kuel began to ponder properly. He recalled either Ale, a demon and monster of the cavalry, warning him about deceitful healers and even more dangerous individuals. Indeed, while bringing the Crown Prince, he had caught a glimpse of the sage's face among the chaos. Fortunately, they seemed too distracted to notice Kuel. But why was that person at the funeral of the second son of the Honey family in the first place? Could it be that they came knowing the Crown Prince was in the south? No, that's unlikely. Then, are they here to plot something foul against one of the nobles, or perhaps targeting the cavalry? Surprisingly, his line of thought accurately penetrated the core of the sage's actions. "Look at you, Kuel, gaining brain cells." When my father sent that man, he did instruct him to bring back proof of his innocence and capabilities. But to resort to such measures, no, it's entirely possible if he's a charlatan. That's what a charlatan does. Then what about the other awakeners who were attacking the sage? Kuel quickly reached another conclusion. They must be victims of his previous scams. Considering the charlatan's deeds, it seemed he had done this more than once. Oh, Kuel is just getting +1/+1 brain cells. While this was also essentially accurate, Kuel himself could not have known the full truth. Even so, to dare cause such a commotion at the funeral of a member of one of the 4 great ducal families, the Honey family. If my father knew, he would never employ that man again. Well, that's a relief. As Kuel was reveling in the sage's misfortune and smiling to himself, he heard the sound of a group of people running nearby. Is it them? He quickly hunched over, retreating further back while shielding the Crown Prince, holding his breath until the sound completely faded away. He gripped the hilt of his sword, ready to draw it at any moment's notice. And just as his tension reached its peak, "What are you doing here?" "Ah!" Contrary to the running sounds he heard from the front, a gloomy and sluggish voice echoed from right behind him. Startled, Kuel leaped up, letting out an inarticulate cry as he swung his sword. But his opponent easily dodged it and neutralized him with a simple gesture. Feeling that unpleasant sensation again, the one where his sword seemed to move against his will just like it had in a past encounter, Keol immediately realized the identity of his adversary. Why did you appear from behind? I asked the question first. Shouldn't you have left immediately upon finding the crown prince? Why are you still here? Are you injured? Or perhaps too scared? Yudhirael asked with an emotionless face. Despite the lack of any visible emotional trace, Keol inexplicably sensed that Yudhir was regarding him as a complete fool at that moment. It's okay, Keol. We do find you endearing a little bit.